Okay, so what is the ideal CAT mock score to target BLACKI? Frankly, there's nothing called an ideal mock score, or there's nothing called an ideal CAT score. पहली चीज तो याद रखो. Why? Because the CAT level of difficulty keeps varying. If you look at the last 4-5 years, 99 percentile has been at the score of as low as 76 marks to as high as something like a 96, 98 marks, something like. So there's a difference of 6 questions. So what is that ideal number? Frankly, किसी को नहीं मालूम है. That number varies from paper to paper, from year to year, and that is again will be varying from a section to section. So if a section becomes difficult, the ideal score will go down. If a section becomes easy, the ideal score will go up. So फिर तुम क्या करोगे इसमें? Because you don't know what is going to be the ideal score of paper. You cannot control the paper, remember. What you can do is control yourself. How do you do that? Every time you come across a question, remember that you have to attempt only the easy question and maybe the medium ones. If a question is difficult, you don't understand, if you think it is going to take you 6-7 minutes to do a question, quant or DILR, that's a question you should be leaving. So when you are attempting only the easy questions and maybe the medium ones, or in my language, round one, and if you have time, the round two questions, then you will possibly get somewhere around the ideal score. Same thing in verbal. Verbal has got 4 RCs. It has got 8 questions of the verbal, the VRC section. Okay. Now you need to do all the 4 RCs. Most of the students struggle to complete the RC section for the simple reason वो एक पैसे को दो तीन तीन बार पढ़ लेते हैं, because every time they struggle with the question, they go back and read the passage again, and every time they end up wasting time without getting any outcome. So the rule is very simple. Uh, Read the passage, go to the questions. If the question you don't understand, you don't have any idea of the answer, leave it and move on to the next one. If you understand the question, you know the answer, mark it and move on. This way you will be able to complete all the entire paper. And the most important thing is, out of every RC, out of the 8 verbal questions, you will definitely attempt all the easy ones. Okay, and that is what is going to give you the ideal score, whether it is mock or CAT. So I'll just repeat again, there is nothing called an ideal CAT score or mock score for BLACKI. It varies from paper to paper. Secondly, it also depends on your background, your profile. So what is that percentile score that you should be targeting, or which will get your call from BLACKI? Please go and check on the Career Launcher website, the MBA Profiler. It will tell you what is the right percentile score. But remember, percentile बताएगा, percentile के लिए क्या marks चाहिए वो कोई नहीं बता सकता. That will depend on the paper which you will be facing.